If it's in Hampton Roads, it's on the Hampton Roads Show.
All right, everyone, happy Monday and welcome to the Hampton Roads Show. Our live audience today is from the Food Bank of Southeastern Virginia. They're here because it is Hunger Action Month. And coming up a little bit later, they're going to share their mission and how you can help.
And no one in the studio is going hungry today. Chris Hill is back from the Bachelor Kitchen. He's going to show us how to make some tasty football treats, pulled pork sliders with apple slaw, along with a tasty twist on a classic cocktail.
We'll also get some homework help for students and parents from the folks from Tidewater Parent Magazine.
Plus, do you want to be on a boat with T-Page on today's Tracy Tries It Out Fearless? Face of Fox test out his sea legs and see if he has what it takes to be a sailor. So cast off and drop the anchor. It was so fun. I wonder who went out and shot that with him.
Wow.
Looked like Gilligan's Island.
I know. I don't know if it's supposed to look like that. Yeah, it would look like the ropes in the sail were kind of
Sailing
coming
was
down on
intense.
top
I
of
had
them.
never done it, and I went out with him, but Tracy can explain.
I'm sure it'll be like a Ralph Lauren photo shoot when we see the finished product.
Oh, man. Happy Monday, guys.
Happy Monday to you, Ariane.
Week 2.
Week 2, yeah. I'm
Feeling
back for
good?
more. I'm feeling great. Had a great weekend. How about yourself?
I did good. Yesterday was, of course, Football Sunday, and
Football
everybody,
Sunday.
anybody who knows me knows probably what game I was watching. Well, actually, I don't think they show the Saints here, so my cousin has the NFL Network where you can get all of the games. So, of course, Saints Houdat pulled out a win. Thank you over the Bears, 30-13.
I think that's so cool. I'm so glad for you because, you know, Ariane moved here from a long, long way away to take the job, but it's nice that you have cousins, you have family here, so you got folks to hang out with
go over and eat
when you're too afraid of my children. Because it's not Football Sunday. Yesterday I kept thinking it was going to clear up, and I was sure it was going to clear up and we were going to take the kids to the zoo, so therefore I let them eat like a lot of M&Ms when we were making M&M cookies in the afternoon because I'm thinking we're going to the zoo later, but you know, it never stopped raining, so they ended up acting like animals in my house.
You had a zoo right in the Fury house.
Yeah,
You got to get them out anyways. I was able to take the guys to Busch Gardens yesterday.
We should have just put on our raincoats and boots because it wasn't cold. It's a good point. We should have just gone out.
Nobody was at Busch Gardens. We rolled roller coasters all day. All day, no lines. It was great, and only a little bit of mist, a little bit of haze from time to time, but it was a good day at the park and a lot of fun with the boys.
Yeah, this was like your first real weekend.
First real weekend.
Years.
The guys were like all weekend long waiting for me to just bust out the door and go cover some sports, but that didn't happen. I was able to take Kathy out to dinner on Saturday, had date night, and she was smiling from ear to ear, and so was I.
You were getting the points.
Well, you know, first time in a long time I've had a night and a weekend, so we made the most of it, and it was a lot of fun. Had a wonderful dinner at Eurasia.
Caught up on your rest and everything, or are you getting your
I'm feeling a lot better. Last week was difficult. You have no idea. I was all out of whack last week, but this week I'm feeling a lot better.
Well, you've totally flopped your schedule.
I've flip-flopped. So last week was a trial run. This week I'm going to kick it in gear and we're going to have some good times.
Good. We want to know how you're dealing with your Monday, and how did you deal with the weather over the weekend? I mean, Saturday we just gave in and took them to one of those bounce places with our producer, Susan. We met with our boys and let them go bonkers in there. Got to do what you got to do. They've got to get the energy out. It's coming out one way or another.
Yeah. When it starts to rain, it's just kind of one of those weekends you just wanted to stay inside, eat some hot soup.
Yeah, we had 6 baseball games rained out this weekend, so we found something else to do. And of course, we were watching a lot of sports, saw a lot of local guys on TV. Last night, prime time, Michael Vick's returned to Atlanta, and Michael Vick got a concussion in the game, had to leave in the third quarter, and his Eagles lost to the Falcons by 4. So prime time Michael Vick, and now there's questions about whether or not he'll be back next week because of the concussion.
He bumped into a teammate.
Yeah, it doesn't take much to get that concussion, but
just
that's
a bad
the knock
angle
on him, that he runs the ball too much, and any quarterback who runs too much is going to get hit, and Mike did last night.
And when you look at the plays, though, it looked like the play was over. He was kind of getting up and turning around, and the other guy was just kind of right there. Yeah,
well, it's a perfect shot to the head, and it doesn't take much. They say he was very woozy after the game, and hopefully he'll be okay to come back. But the rules now are so strict about concussions; they don't take any chances.
As they should be.
And he might not be back for next week, but we'll just have to wait and see. But hey, great weekend for football. The Redskins are undefeated still. The Patriots look great again. The Houdat Saints won. A lot of teams won, so a lot of people are happy this weekend. Let us know if your team won, if they lost. More big sports news. The ACC expanded overnight. Syracuse and Pittsburgh out of nowhere joined the ACC, and that's huge news for Atlantic Coast Conference and what that means. But that just sort of slipped in there. Nobody even saw that coming.
Yeah.
So
I thought there was more of a process to changing conferences?
You know, they wrote a letter saying we'd like to join. The presidents voted yes, and that was it. And they expanded to 14 teams. They might go to 16, so there might be 2 more teams join the ACC. So big sports news out of nowhere.
Okay.
Took a lot of people by surprise.
I'm glad you're here, because I try to follow some sports, but for the most part, I'm like, huh? And so Chris always has our
I'll bring you a little bit. I'll give you a little bit.
Sports, and I'm like, can you break that down? Okay.
We broke it down.
All right. Well, as people were probably watching football yesterday, a lot of people probably also tuned into the 63rd Primetime Emmy Award show.
Yeah.
Of course, you know Jane Lynch, our executive producer, Stephanie. Was that a good? Yes? Yes, she loves it. Jane Lynch was the host. I didn't catch it. I did see some highlights, though, because, of course, you know, all week long there's a lot of buzz about it. Best dress, worst dress. A couple winners here. Drama series, Mad Men took home. Best drama series, comedy series was Modern Family. Those were 2 big winners for the night. Drama actor Kyle Chandler from Friday Night Lights.
Oh, I love him.
One that stood out for me was for best comedy for an actress was Melissa McCarthy. She plays in Mike and Molly, and she's also in Bridesmaids. But look at this moment here, and she has a tiara and flowers and her Emmy, because I guess it was something that the ladies decided amongst themselves for all the ladies that were nominated for best actress in the comedy performance. All when their names were called, popped up on stage, and they all held hands as if they were in like a pageant. And then when, of course, she was called to win, they were all just like, oh my God! And so she wore the crown.
And she won for what? For Mike and Molly, which is a new series. But I really, really think like she's just so popular now because of Bridesmaids.
Because of Bridesmaids.
Which comes out on DVD this week. Hooray!
And I've been getting flack for not seeing it, but I'm excited because when it comes out,
you're coming to see
I'm going to Carrie Fury's house.
Film festival.
Can you invite me over too?
No.
Come on.
It's a girls.
It's a girls' night.
Go have another date night.
Yeah, take your wife to dinner.
That's not a bad idea.
She doesn't like that.
Or I'll send Kevin out with you so we can have the house.
And also another thing, somebody had mentioned on there, Charlie Sheen, I guess he had given like a nice shout out to the new cast of 2.5 Men.
And he wished him well.
He wished him well, and they said he was actually functioning normal. So that was
interesting moment.
Yeah. So if you caught the Emmys last night, let us know your favorite moments. Did your TV show take home an award last night? What did you think of it?
How was Jane Lynch? I thought she looked beautiful last night. I did
She
catch some
had
of
a
it.
gown on. A couple ways to do that. Of course, we're always monitoring our Facebook page. Send your comments there. And, of course, follow us on Twitter at HR_show. In the meantime, it is now time for Jeremy's Wheeler.
You nailed it this weekend, buddy.
Yeah.
You nailed it.
Rain, I mean, it looked like it was going to be a pretty wet weekend, and it panned out. So
soggy.
Cool. But you said you made it to Williamsburg.
Yesterday, Busch Gardens, there's no lines at all. Just a little bit of mist in the afternoon. It was fun.
Done that sometimes, you know.
Take advantage of the weather.
And no lines. You make it all the way up to the front.
Yeah.
I mean,
just keep riding the roller coaster one after
video
another.
of it.
I had some video. We'll try to bring it to you.
Yeah,
but don't tell Lisa Newell. She knew I was holding the droid up there in the front seat.
Ooh.
All right.
Going
Don't
down.
tell her. Don't tell her.
We won't say anything. Today we got a little sunshine peeking out in the forecast. Yeah, a little improvement. Temperature's still cool, so that's nice. And, you know, just in time to head back to work. Now, tomorrow we could see a few showers and storms, temperatures in the upper 70s. That'll be late in the day. And then Wednesday, just some scattered stuff as well. But Thursday, Friday, there's a pretty decent chance for rain. And especially late Thursday, early Friday, cold front's going to be moving through, and I think it's going to be a little wet. I had a little rain early Saturday. I've taken it out of the forecast based off the latest model coming in, but it's still a little early to call that definitively. But for right now, the weekend's looking pretty good for, you know, especially we got the air show coming up, the NES air show, so that'll be big this weekend. All right, so let's talk about that pop quiz. Sometimes I mix it up a little bit, and sometimes I do something a little different. So this is a TV show, right? New NBC show, 1990 Slaughter song. That's a band, by the way. Al Bundy's daughter and Changing Diapers.
I know it.
So. All right, good.
Slaughter was a hair band, right?
It was one of those hair bands.
Big
yeah,
hair.
real high pitched.
Big hair.
Yeah.
Crazy outfits and makeup.
Yeah, I think he had some
Probably
eyeliner
so.
going on there. So yeah, definitely.
But if you know the answer, today's winner is going to receive a 4-pack
Hey,
of tickets to Busch Gardens Hallow Scream. It starts this Friday, and you're going to get a special preview tomorrow. So make sure you tune in on the Hampton Roadshow.
Funny, you guys talk about the guys in Slaughter wearing makeup like it's weird for men to wear.
I know.
I think, Chris Hill, you're the only man not wearing makeup on.
That's the truth.
I know. So, you know, they have to. They're on television. They have to. All right. I would think I should stay in the kitchen for the rest of the morning because they're going to get me if I go back over there. But we're glad to see you again.
You as well.
Tell me a little bit about what we're making today.
Yeah, some tailgate stuff.
Okay.
Hope you watched some football like I did.
I caught a little bit of the Patriots last night.
All the good teams won last night. You weren't watching football. Well, it was Falcons-Eagles last night.
Did the Patriots not play yesterday?
They did, up until about 7.
Afternoon, it's nighttime in my world.
Right. For us to wake up at 4 o'clock or whenever.
That's right.
Anyway, it's some tailgate stuff. This is going to be a pulled pork with dry rub. It's been marinating in a tea brine all night, so it's got some really nice herbal flavors. Changed up a little bit from the typical hot dogs and hamburgers.
Yeah.
And then we have a Bloody Mary with a dill vodka. It's really cool.
All right, sounds good.
And then we're going to top the pork with some cabbage.
Perfect. I'm going to forgive you for calling me a liar, and I'm going to come back and we'll start cooking in just a little bit.
A little testy in the kitchen.
Delish, yeah. All right, well, still on the Hampton Road Show, the folks from Tidewater Parent are here with some great tips to avoid homework meltdowns for students and parents.
But first, face to Fox, Tracy Page trades in his Converse for some topsiders as he ventures out to see if he has what it takes to be a yachtsman.
In the Hampton Road Show kitchen, Chris Hill is back from the Bachelor Kitchen. He's going to show us how to make this pulled pork sliders. Yeah. And tell me about the relish. I know there's apples in it.
It's going to be like a slaw relish. It's going to be daikon radishes, apples. Okay. Thing you kind of think of with pork loin. All right. It's really good and like fresh and a little bit lighter than your typical coleslaw. And you can also do this a little bit lighter too if you're trying to be a little bit healthier.
Gotcha. So let's run down the list of ingredients for folks who want to make a grocery list or give this a try.
Absolutely. We have on the end over here some cumin, chili powder, some paprika, and then some red pepper, crushed red pepper, some granulated garlic, and then that's onion powder. If you want to throw those all in here.
Is this everything that's
and that's going to be seasoned salt, and black pepper, and this is brown sugar.
Okay.
We're going to incorporate all that together and then rub that onto this pork.
Okay, you want me to do what now?
If you want to just throw them onto the pan right here.
All this stuff, just throw them in?
Yeah.
Like next to it?
Yep.
Like oh, you know, yes.
Like we did last time.
Like we did last time, it all goes in there. And you said you brined it in tea?
I brined it in tea. There's 2 reasons to brine something. A is to add flavor, and B is to keep it moist.
Yeah.
A pork doesn't have a lot of fat to begin with, so you don't really need to. But this has a really nice depth of flavor.
But that's good if you don't have a lot of time to let something sit.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's perfect.
Okay.
And if you're an amateur, it's great too because
I don't see any amateurs around.
No, but it's an easy way to keep moisture in your meat. So something like a pork tenderloin that's a little bit less fatty is a perfect way to kind of give it a try.
Okay.
So yeah, if you want to just roll it around, you want me to?
I'll do it. That's fun. Okay, what about that? Can I move that? Because I'm afraid that's going to
This is going to be some oil that we'll put on the bottom of the pan. Oh, gosh.
I know it's this clip thing that keeps them from getting...
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
There you go. While you're doing that, I might get started over here on a Bloody Mary. We have a dill-flavored vodka, which is really kind of cool and different. There's so many different flavored vodkas these days. This is...
Naked J?
Naked J's dill vodka.
Really?
And which sounds kind of gross if you think about it.
Sure
does. Else, I use this in my my bar.
I trust
But it makes a great Bloody Mary. It's you think tailgate, you think wake up early and a little hair of the dog. So we're about 2 ounces of this.
Now you were making fun of me for saying I was watching football last night because I meant like the late afternoon game with the Patriots. But you actually did stay up late watching football, right?
I sure did. I'm from Atlanta. So the good guys won. I know there's a bunch of Eagles fans around this area. So pardon my excitement, but go Falcons. Go Matt Ryan.
So there's a lot of stuff on here, but I'm just going to...
Yeah, that's perfect right there, yeah.
Just to put where the tongs were.
So we're just going to mix this up together with about 6 ounces of Bloody Mary mix. And then we'll just garnish it with a little bit of lime, a little bit of celery, and then naturally a dill pickle spear.
Get out of town.
Yeah.
I bet that's actually good.
It's very good.
I don't think you'd make anything that wasn't.
It's a little too early to try right now, but you know.
At first you're like, wait, and then it's like, wait, I bet that's good.
It's very good.
If you like a pickled string bean or something else in there.
Yeah, whatever you'd like. So we're going to put this in the oven at about 225.
That's it?
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to use the magic of TV today.
We sure are.
All right.
What you're looking at is about an hour and a half to 2 hours per pound of meat. So you really want to cook this.
That's like 2 or 3 pounds, isn't it?
Yeah, it's about right at 2.5 pounds.
Okay.
So, and this is about a half butt, so you're going to really want to do this at least 5 hours or so.
5 hours? So I don't have that kind of time, but you got another one that's kind of going in
Yeah, and ideally do it the night before, then you can throw it on the grill at the tailgate the day of, or just let it cook all day at your house while you're at work.
Okay.
So,
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good. All right, when we come back, we'll make the slaw, put the sandwiches together.
Yep.
And don't forget, we'll put the recipe for the Bloody Mary and for the sliders on the HamptonRoadshow.com. Right now, we're going over to the Bike Center.
Yeah, it's a good thing I didn't get the cooking segment this morning with Bloody Marys over there.
You would have already had one.
I would have to at least try it. We can't wait till the end of the show.
Well,
that's a good thing, right?
Yeah, no comment.
What are we buzzing about today?
We are buzzing about the weekend. What did you do? It was rainy for the most part of it. So
it was soggy.
It's kind of one of those, just stay inside, eat hot soup, watch football.
Stay in your pajamas.
So we were watching the games. Of course, I was watching Saints and Bears. Saints won. And let's see, Ashley Ellis on Facebook says, I think the only thing that I caught up on was being sick and then passing it around to my kids. Ooh, what fun that has been. But the Steelers and Cowboys won. That's who we root for in this house. She says, yeah. Louisa Coleman says, definitely most of Sunday afternoon was spent knitting and watching football.
That's relaxing.
Robbie Hickman says she shot a wedding on a golf course.
A wedding in the rain this weekend? Hope it wasn't bad.
And then Tracy Hipp says her allergies were acting up big time. It rained, so she just stayed in, scrapbooked her summer pictures, and watched movies. I scrapbooked too, Tracy.
Yeah, well, I don't, but my wife does.
She does? Oh,
not enough time to,
yeah.
but when she does, she enjoys it.
And also, last night was, of course, the 63rd Emmy Awards.
That's right, the Emmys, and a lot of cool acceptance speeches and lots of beautiful fashion. So Elle says, I'm just glad Kate Winslet won for Mildred Pierce. The miniseries was so very good, and her portrayal of the title character was amazing. And Kate Winslet, she brings a lot of class to just about anything she does. And Marcia says Modern Family did well, as they should have. That is one funny show, and yes, it is. And PJ Hunter, Jim Parsons won. I'm good. So PJ is a big fan of Jim Parsons, and Virginia said, I forgot to watch. How could you forget to watch the Emmys?
You can always go online and watch all of the recaps and the popular moments from last night.
And the great acceptance speeches. Peter Dinklage won for Best Supporting Actor for Game of Thrones. He's about 2.5 feet tall. He's a really cool dude. And he's not an angry elf, but you know what he said? He said he thanked his dog watcher, Kitty, in New York, which I think is cool, the acceptance speeches. He was like...
I just love when they start playing that music and they're trying to wrap it up. It's kind of like we get here on the show where we just keep talking and talking.
And we just hear screaming, yeah,
Susan, wrap! All right. Well,
she just gave it to us.
We have to wrap. So, all right, we're going to send it to the couch with Carrie and Tracy.
All right, today's Monday. That means it's a time for another of Tracy Page's segments here. Tracy tries it.
That's right, and for this segment, I had to leave the land behind as I hit the waves for a sailing race. I'm here at the Hampton Yacht Club, and you can pretty much guess what I'm going to be doing today. Sailing! And of course, Hampton Roads, I would not leave you behind. You guys are going to go out on the journey with me, so let's go sail out.
We started him out putting up the mainsail. He helped us do that when we went out, and then we got ready for the race. Just a little bit sticks through, just like that.
Okay.
Okay, now reach down here. Take the end of this line and stick it through there. He was sitting up on the cabin top.
We're starting the race. I'm going to let you guys, see what's going on. I'm excited. I'm about to actually be part of this. As you can see, the boats are starting to turn. We're getting on to the course. That's the enemy over there. Can't even read that boat name.
We had a pretty good start. The wind was blowing, so we had him hike out onto the rail.
Back where I'm from, we just call it chilling on the side of the boat.
He was rail meat for a little while, but he was chilling and he was liking it.
Guys, about to put up the spinnaker, so I gotta go help put up the jib. I'm sorry, pull down the jib. It's a good thing I realized that.
Jib coming down, jib coming down. Good job. He was real instrumental helping us taking that down. We pulled that down and stayed out of the water. Everything was dry. He flew the spinnaker. That was the big red, white, and blue sail that you might have seen. He did a really good job with that. He learned to ease. He learned to pull it in when he needed to.
Trying to concentrate. This is not the Tracy tries it to where I'm going to be talking to the camera a lot.
Okay. You're good. Ease it some more. See how it's doing good now. Ease it some more. See what happens. We like to keep our sails dry. That makes them last longer. He was awesome. Then we popped the spinnaker again. We flew it all the way up into the creek, pulled it down, and after that, that was pretty much at the end of the race. We were sailing back in towards the harbor. We made a turn and came down the creek. Good smooth sailing. And then the last thing we did, we rolled up the mainsail, put it away, and then we rolled up the jib and got everything put away. Oh, he definitely succeeded. He did a great job. We were glad to have him along. He was an instrumental part of the crew.
for you.
Yeah.
What place did y'all finish?
Do you know that wasn't even like a major concern?
We
were just happy we got back alive. I can't believe they let me. They really put me in there.
They did. Like normally when you go on a thing, you know, we thought, okay, Tracy's going to show us how to put the sails up. They had Tracy literally like, if the sails didn't come in, we were going to probably go overboard.
I was really scared for everybody's life because they weren't. I had to be scared for everybody because they let me, what was it? They let me steer the spinnaker, which is like the big sail. They let me steer the boat, which was, he made me turn around. He was like, you see that ass there, son? That means you're not going a straight line. So yeah, make that steady. It was just, and at one point he leans over to me. We just like, the boat did a big turn, and Ariane, he didn't know Ariane went into the cabin underneath, and he just turns around real calm. Did we lose her? So I'm just like, yeah. It was really fun.
It was fun.
Wasn't it?
It was fun.
Random times we're just sitting on the boat, just looking into the sunset, singing songs.
Nice. Where was that on film?
Yeah, I mean,
where was that?
I mean that was, you know, I didn't want to sing to everybody. I mean, on the boat, you know, I was with a bunch of sailors, but in my head I was just,
you know,
takes me away. That's why it was in my head, but you know, the sailors there. I didn't want to do it in front of the sailors. So
I know everybody's got a little Christopher Cross deep down inside.
The captain, I think it was Graham. He was like, "You tell Carrie we said hi. Carrie's gonna enjoy this." And so,
hey, turn that boat like this. Carrie's gonna love that. That's what.
Really?
It's all about
it's a sailor thing. That's what it is. Sailor to sailor.
What was the name of the boat? Miss Carrie?
It should have been as much. Every time I did anything, it was Carrie's gonna love that. Carrie, yeah, tell Carrie that you did this. She's gonna love it. But no, shout out to everybody on the Independent. That was the name of the boat, the Independent. Had the nice, cool red, white, and blue sail and everything. So yeah, I did notice that. So it was way fun. I'm really excited, and I want to do it again. It was
good.
That was a nice story too. Well done, Ariane.
Oh,
nicely done.
Thank you. I didn't go overboard. Thank you.
Yeah, boats sell out of the Hampton Yacht Club every Wednesday afternoon. Sailors are usually looking for extra members out there for anyone who's interested in sailing. So you can just go out there and hopefully they'll need you and you can sail out.
They'll give you a job.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, ahoy. All right, well, Francina Harrison, the career engineer, is here in just a moment. She's going to shine a light on the darker side of some education programs, and she's going to share her insight on how not to get hustled in the education game.
Don't forget about our pop quiz today. You can win a four-pack of tickets to go to Howl of Scream at Busch Gardens. It kicks off Friday. Log on to thehamptonroadshow.com. Click the pop quiz button at the top right-hand corner of the screen. Good luck.
Well, it is no surprise that we are facing tough economic times, and of course we're highlighting for the month of September Hunger Action Food Month, so we were trying to give tips for folks out there on how you can help feed the hungry and make a difference. The Food Bank of Southeastern Virginia is here with today. For some more tips, I have Chiefs Philanthropy Officer Marianne Smith-Vargas. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you all for being here and for bringing the plates. Explain what they are, what the message is behind it.
This is our paper plate advocacy campaign. We're asking individuals to fill out plates about how the food bank has helped them or the importance in the community. I'm going to be taking these to Washington with other staff to deliver them because there's some legislation in D.C. that's going to cut or potentially cut some funding for nutrition food programs, and we can't let that happen. We have too many people who need our help. It's just going to hurt us. So we're asking people to fill out a plate, send it to us, bring it to us, and have a great time with it. We need 10,000 of them. That's our goal. That's our goal.
Wow. How many do you have so far? Have you collected?
We probably have 1,500 to 2,000. We just started it about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. So we're getting there.
Why this? Why it's very different, obviously, and it will catch someone's attention. It caught our attention. Why write their story on a plate versus maybe writing in a letter or just going with you and advocating for something like that?
Well, it's food, and with food, typically you use a plate, and when the plate is blank, you get to write your own story, and that's the story of the food bank and the story of the individuals that we help. So, when we can go and hand them to your local congressman, it's something that is very, very powerful statement. So, we're hoping that it'll be very successful. 100,000 is the goal of the country.
Wow.
So that's what we're going to be doing.
And what do you want to highlight about Hunger Action Month? What do you want people to know out there?
Well, everybody can do something to create awareness for hunger. They can make one act, whether it's donate a can of food, give $1, or give an hour. You can do something to create awareness of an issue that is very, very devastating to this country. Just in southeastern Virginia, 400,000 plus people were affected last year. Wow. And we need to make sure that that number goes down. The only way we can do it is to draw together.
How has your food bank contributed to the community?
We distributed over 15 million pounds last year. That's 12.5 million meals to seniors, children, and just everyone who's working or who's struggling in the community. And we continue to do that every year, and the numbers are going up. So we need people to take action during Hunger Action Month. If you've got a couple weeks left, go orange. That's the color of hunger.
Yeah, I was going to stay with the orange shirts. And every little bit helps people to bring in when they're cleaning out their pantries, you know, non-perishables. Are you guys looking for anything in particular, or just really you'll take anything?
Well, we always look for top 10 products, peanut butter, tuna, chunky soups, that type of thing. You know, nutritious product. That's what we really want to distribute. But, you know, we need everything. $1, we can distribute up to $6 worth of food, so $1 goes far as well. But your time is also important. We have great volunteers, and we need those to do a lot of work in the food bank to sort the food and get the food out.
All right, but we want people to decorate their paper plates at home, and of course you can always drop it off at the food bank. You guys are at 800 Tidewater Drive in Norfolk.
Correct.
You can call 627-8588, or you can always go online, foodbankonline.org. Marianne, thank you so much, and thank you all for being here.
Thank you.
All right, Chris Hill is working hard here in the Hampton Roadshow kitchen. He's making the slop, our pulled pork sliders. He's also put a delicious twist on a classic cocktail. We're going to come back to the kitchen in just a little while. Stay with us.
And then we'll chat with Mandy Johnson from One Life Fitness about some great ways to get fit this fall.
Welcome back to the Hampton Roadshow, everyone. Young people are not the only students heading back to school. Adults are returning to the classroom as well in hopes of gaining that additional training or degree to increase that ability to win that job. Adult students can tell you the difference between educational help or hustle. We have the career engineer, Francina Harrison, who's here to share her do's and don'ts on education programs that may or may not pay off.
Pay off.
Tell me about this.
Yeah, you know what? And here's the thing. I mean, and it's great to go, you know, the employment situation is what it is, and folks go back to school to get better training, and that's a great thing. But we have to remember, school is big business, big business. That admissions officer, that whatever they call it, you know, those are sales folks. And I mean, there are great schools out there, a lot of good ones, but you want to make sure where you're putting your dollar value, that education will pay off. But there are a couple things I have seen in our practice. I'm seeing more of some certifications, some degrees that you might want to rethink, because they're not going to help you get a job, just help you get in debt. I mean, let's keep it real, right? So a couple things I want to just kind of jump around. There will be some things, again, on your site, but, you know, definitely visit our website, TCE Now. We're going to put something on our Twitter, another article about how not to get hustled. But, you know, big thing for me, transferable credits. You know,
yeah, that is a big one.
That's a big one. And I have to tell folks, I went to NSU, one of the best schools in the country, of course, absolutely. But, you know, the community college systems, your state schools, I mean, your private schools are great, too. You just got to make sure those credits are transferable. I see words like credits may not be fluid. I thought that was an interesting word, fluid. What the heck is that?
Yeah. You're wondering, is this going to, okay.
Right. Find out about who's teaching the classes. Compare, if some classes, $30,000 for the same degree, and something else is $6,000. Why is yours more? I mean, ask these questions. And one of my favorite places to go is Google University, right? Google University, right?
Google University,
That's what we call Google.
Really?
Google University. If you're looking for a job, or you're hearing, hey, I need to be a certified project manager, I need to be a certified green person, do this. Look at the job leads of the places you want to work. Look at what the employer says is value. Then only maybe consider getting training in the things that the employers are looking for.
In that specific area.
In that specific area, okay? And in some cases, some certifications do produce more money for you than degrees. You know, certified project managers are hot. Certified energy managers make a lot of money. So some, you know, that combined with a degree could be a better choice for you, or some certain certifications are better than a degree. But you got to do your due diligence.
So how do you know if you're being hustled by the education system? Is it just kind of a... when the red flags maybe go up in your head, you should maybe stop and do a little bit more research?
Please do, you know, and also coming from a sales background, be careful of that high pressure. Let's say you went and visited a school or something, and my God, they're calling you at night, they're calling and talking to your dog, they're trying to find your mama's number so they can find out when you're going to sign the dotted line. You got to do this today, quick, fast, in a hurry. Big warning, step back. You know, again, research the schools, talk to some alumni and find out what their results have been. We have schools that guarantee you'll get hired, but the person's working, and any job is a good job, but maybe they went for IT and they're working as a security officer somewhere. So yeah, they got hired, but wasn't really in the field. So please, and I got to give this really quick one. To all the folks, I mean, college is about debate and intellectual, being stimulated. Be careful of 100% online training. Be careful about that. One reason I'd like to hire folks is I want to make sure that we can have conversations, in the liberal arts area. That's I need, employers want folks with those strong backgrounds now. So be careful of 100% non-classroom training.
Yeah, you want to
please be careful.
Physically be able to maybe touch your teacher.
Debate. Let's have
there you go, the dialogue.
So anyway.
Well, we love having you on. You always keep it real, as we say here. You can get in touch with the career engineer Francina Harrison. You can find her on LinkedIn, Facebook, and of course Twitter. You can also give her a call, 420-1109.
Absolutely.
All right, back in the kitchen with Chef Chris Hill from the Bachelor Kitchen, and you started working on the apple. And you said this is daikon?
Daikon radish, yeah. It's it's from Asia. It's really neutral flavor, so it's going to really let the apple and the citrus shine.
But the texture is kind of almost apple-y.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's going to have similar consistency, and it's going to have a nice little crunch to it.
But this is just like a piece of it. So at the grocery store, it's like this big, huge thing.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid of it.
Keep it around the house.
Daikon.
Wax me over the head, make you mad.
That's right. All right. You also have some green apple in there.
Green apple, some julienne carrots, and then we have some green onions. Do you want to chop that up real quick?
Sure, I can do that.
And then while you do that, we're going to use about the juice of 1 lime.
Okay. And what's going on with the meat?
The meat is probably just about ready.
If you were doing this at home, it would have been in there for
about
a few hours?
Probably about 5 hours or so. You want to check it, and you know it's done when it kind of pulls away.
No, you don't use this part, right?
Yeah, you can throw it away if you want.
Okay.
You don't need that much. That's probably perfect amount right there.
Okay. And it's going in this claw?
Yeah, chuck it in there. And then about a teaspoon or so of sugar for what we have here.
Oh.
And then if you want to stir that around, that'll be good.
Okay.
It'll still be nice and crunchy when we throw it on top of the pork sliders.
What else is going in there? Nothing?
That is
little
it.
Vinegar?
Yeah, it's really nice and light.
There's nothing. Just the sugar and the vegetables.
Yep.
And the apple.
And then maybe a little salt and pepper to taste.
No dressing?
No
oil.
You have the lime, which is.
It's already in there.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry.
The pork looks great.
To overly question you. I know you're the expert.
No.
So much so, I hear you've got the attention of the Food Network. Is that true?
Well, I'm in the process of, I have
What's going on?
I had my first.
Can you talk about it?
It's. I had my Skype interview last week. So
what's that?
What happens.
Is that what you made?
That was not. That was actually for a dinner party a couple weeks ago.
Gotcha.
And that's actually the website too, so check it out if y'all get a chance.
Okay, so you had a Skype interview with the Food Network, and they're just looking for people to give shows?
Well, they happen to be a next Food Network star, so I kind of gave that a shot, and we'll see.
Good for you.
All my practice with you. Thank you so much.
That's right. Was that? Did you send them this video?
Yeah, absolutely.
It might, you never know. Somebody at the Food Network could be a big fan, like Graham on the sailboat.
That's right.
Oh my gosh, Gary Fury, he's in. I'm totally kidding. I'm kidding. All right, what's the next thing?
Back to food. As this pulls away, that's when you know it's done. This is like I said, pork butt. It is actually the shoulder, and what you have here is a lot of.
Why do they call it the butt?
Let's stay away from that topic. I have no idea.
Okay.
But, it's a Boston butt as well.
So it's not. I'm kidding. That's where I'm from. I'm kidding. All right, let's go.
But it's got a lot of intermuscular tissue. So when you cook it low and slow over a long period of time, all that breaks down.
Okay.
And then it really makes it nice and moist.
Okay.
And, like I said.
And then you're going to put it on a sandwich.
Yep. And then.
All right. I don't think I can mix this anymore. This is just nervous mixing at this point. It's really well coated.
Pull this apart.
Okay. This is rare. Chris, you don't usually use tools.
Well, it's really hot, too. It just came out of the oven.
I know.
So I'll just do enough right now to get it started in one little sandwich.
All right.
We'll throw it right on top of here. And this is great, too, for like a tailgate or something like that.
Put some slaw in it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now?
Yep.
Okay.
It's great, too, because it's got just a couple little bites. You don't have to have it both hands just shove it in your mouth, you know what I mean?
That's awesome.
And then just kind of throw it like that. And
put another bottom on top.
Exactly,
Put the top on top. It doesn't
it tastes the same either way, right?
All right. Well, we're going to come back and try it in just a little bit.
Sounds good.
Thanks very much. We're really excited about the Food Network thing. If there's something for an online voting or anything like that, let us know.
Yeah, absolutely.
How we can support you.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Launching careers. That's what we're doing here on the Road Show.
All right, we go from the kitchen to losing some weight. Summer heat is giving way to some nice fall weather, and that's a great time to fall into fitness. Mandy Johnson from One Life Fitness at Chesapeake Square joins us now with some great ideas to get outside and make healthy chances and changes of the season. Mandy, thanks for joining us. Like I said, we go from the kitchen to working out, and we go from summer to fall, and now is a transition time. I mean, is this a time to get started? Is it a time to change your routine?
Get started, change the routine, continue, anything. It's good now that it is getting a little bit cooler to get outside, change up everything a little bit. If you've been inside working out at the gym because it is so hot, get outside, sign up for a race, have a goal in mind, and just enjoy the weather before it gets really cold.
You say sign up for a race. A lot of people aren't racers. A lot of people like to do, you know, their workout. But you say join a race. Is that something everybody can do, you think?
Absolutely, and it's a goal. If you've got a date in mind, it'll make you work out. It'll make you get there. And it's, you know, you don't have to run. You can walk, get a group of friends together, and just make it a day of exercise. It's usually for a good cause, so you're supporting something that's a good idea anyway.
Now, this is the time of year kids are back in school. People are starting that new routine, and that's really important when it comes to working out.
Right. Make it a routine. If you're getting your kids into school, it's time to go to the gym right afterwards. Write it down. Do it.
And since the kids are back in school and the family gets together in the evening, it's sort of a family thing.
Absolutely.
That's important that the family that stays together, works out together, is healthy together.
Right. You know, kids are signing up for sports now. Go to practice with them. Help with practice. All coaches, my dad's a football coach. All coaches could use some help. And it gets you involved with them a little bit, and then go home and cook dinner together, talk about the day, and just have some fun together making healthy food.
Is it a wise thing to make a major change to your routine, get up early or do it late? Or is it just sort of
whatever you've got to do? Yep. If it means that you have to change your schedule and get up a few hours early, if that's the only time you can do it in the day, get up early.
A lot of people have excuses. They say, I just can't do it, I don't have the time, I don't know how to do it. But that's where you as a personal trainer come in. How important is it to get a personal trainer?
It's very influential. We can help in any way. If it's just questions, come and talk to a professional that can actually help you with it. You know, there's lots of good information out there, but there's a lot of not good information out there. So it's important to actually talk to somebody that knows what they're talking about.
Okay, we're not just talking about the family, dads or moms. We're talking about everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
You've got to take it upon yourself to do something for yourself.
Yep.
You have to think a little selfishly when it comes to working out.
You do. You do. You've got to take that time for yourself. You're getting the kids to school, you're making the lunches, you're taking them to practice, taking them to dance. Take an hour for yourself and do something. If it's the gym, if it's just taking a walk outside, do something for yourself so that you can stay sane. I have a daughter. We need some time for ourselves so that then you can give back to your family when they're with you.
And I can imagine this is a really important time of year since the holidays are right around the corner. You don't want to go into the holidays, you know, overweight.
I should have done that, yeah.
You want to go into them feeling good about yourself.
Don't wait till January. Do it now. And then January won't be such a shock after the holidays.
It won't be a shock. Hey, visit Mandy at One Life Fitness, Chesapeake Square, 465-6900, or visit her online, onelifefitness.com. Of course, you can see her on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Mandy Johnson from One Life Fitness. You know what? You've inspired me. I've got to make changes to my routine since my change has been changed. So I'm going to get out there and do a little something. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thanks.
As long as there has been school, there has been homework and homework meltdowns. Up next, Tammy Lindquist from Tidewater Parent Magazine shares some homework management ideas for students and parents.
We were just told to stand
We were told to stand together, so
here we are.
It's as close as it's going to get.
I know.
In the Buzz Center, back reading a lot of your comments this morning, talking about this weekend, what'd you do? Catch up on some football, catch up on the Emmys. It was a rainy kind of weekend.
We just hung in. It was actually fun. You know,
I
I make jokes about the kids going bonkers, but we just we painted and we played Legos.
Made M&M cookies.
Yeah.
Did you bring any in?
No.
A good taste test?
No. They count them. They put them in.
So they know when
our cookie jar's like a mini bar. Like there's a sensor when one like comes out.
Let's see. Sandy Warren on Facebook says she took her daughter to cheer at the youth football game. The squad did awesome in the rain and wind. Go girls. Teresa Buckley Diaz, she says yes. Who dat? The Saints won. I wonder who that. She's referring that one to. Angel says packing. They transferred to Key West in less than a month. They're going to be in Florida. Tracy just said she worked around the house. She was going to go garage sailing. Rain nixed that, so she did some cleaning and organizing instead.
Poor Ed McMaster's feeling a little grumpy today. We were asking about the Emmys. He says, I think it's so stupid. When you open up Yahoo, you see this alert, breaking news. And he says, no, it's just some stupid Emmys. These are Ed's words, not mine. He said, when did the Emmys become breaking news? That isn't right. You know what? As a journalist, Ed, I'm going to agree with you there. I don't know that it's breaking news.
It's, you know, people are into their award shows. They have to see who's the best dressed, worst dressed. Let's see. Louisa Coleman says the biggest surprise from the Emmys is Charlie Sheen presenting an award and giving his well wishes to the cast of 2.5 Men and appearing normal while doing So Far for Once. But Mike Barnett says he was questioning if Charlie Sheen was sincere. He says it looked like it pained him to do that. He said he was glad to see Jim Parsons win for Big Bang Theory. He was really funny in that part. And you know, tonight is the premiere of 2.5 Men with Ashton Kutcher. And it's also the premiere of Charlie Sheen's roast on Comedy Central.
Now, they're not airing at the same time. I don't think they're at the exact same time, but same night. No? Yes?
We're right around, maybe. I don't know if that's exactly, but that's very interesting.
Yeah, I kind of feel like it's almost like his people, if he got some people said, hey, get out there and look like a sane person so that you might be able to resurrect your career.
Get some people back. Teresa Buckley Diaz says she loves Modern Family. They had a big win last night. Yep. They deserve the win. Charlie had no choice. He's got to start playing pretty in the sandbox before he's on Skid Row. Of course, we're always, we want to thank everybody. We have 5,400 likes. On our Facebook page. So tell your friends, please, please, please like us. And you can also, of course, follow us on Twitter at @HR_show.
All right. We like you too.
Thanks for buzzing in.
What's up, Brett?
Hey guys, school's back in session and the honeymoon is over for most parents as students are dealing with homework and forming good study habits. Here now with some homework help for students and parents is Tammy Lindquist, Marketing Manager of Tidewater Parent. I need help. My kids come home from school and they are not motivated. They've had a long day at school. How do you get kids to be motivated to do their work?
I think the first thing that I always did is let them have a little time to themselves, and then after dinner or before dinner, just have a quiet area that you can also work with them. Do your own homework. You need to balance the checkbook. You need to work on your computer. Just have a lot of quiet time. And you know, it's just really hard. The parent has to pretend that they like it too. And it's hard. It's like going to the dentist. You don't want to do it, they don't want to do it, but you have to pretend that you like it.
You mentioned the computer. It seems like electronic stimulation is really big for kids. They come home, they want to turn on the TV, they want to go online. I think maybe that might get in the way of some of the work they're supposed to do.
Sometimes, but a lot of them to do research in middle school and high school especially are going to need to access a computer. The little ones, of course, not so much.
Okay, my kids are really active in sports after school. They've got a busy schedule that they have to adhere to. They have to somehow figure out how to eat dinner, get changed, and ready for the next day. When do you find time? Sometimes it's a time issue for homework.
True. My son played sports in high school, and between the time they left to go, a lot of the coaches had some tutors or they had study hall, and the coaches made sure because they want them to stay on that team. You have to reach out to the coach, the teacher. It takes a village, you know. Right. You have to embrace everyone you can. If you need a tutor, talk to your teacher. It's all a huge partnership with your teacher, the parent, and the child, the grandparents, everybody. You have to reach out for help.
Okay, I certainly need help, and a lot of other parents do as well. When your kid comes home and they ask you a question and you just don't have the answer, I mean, what can you do if the kid has some work that you just don't understand and you say, maybe we need to find a tutor?
Well, there's a homework hotline. I checked on all the public schools. A lot of the private schools in the area have homework hotlines. The teachers at the beginning of the year, a lot of them will send out their email addresses. Reach out to them. You got to get help because this math, it looks like, you know, Chinese to me.
Yes,
there's no way that I would have to go somewhere to get help.
I would imagine that first and foremost, establishing a routine is really important right now.
Very important.
Okay.
Quiet place to do homework. They can't watch television, do homework, and multitask like some of us.
Okay, establish that routine, Tammy. For more information, check out Tidewater Parent Magazine. It's the premier parenting publication in Hampton Roads. For more parenting tips and great articles, make sure you pick up your free copy of Tidewater Parent, available throughout Hampton Roads. You can also connect online and find great deals, read local blogs, and interact with other local parents about issues that concern you most by going online at mytidewatermoms.com. We'll link our website to yours at hamptonroadshow.com. Tammy, thanks for joining us, and let's talk afterwards.
Chris needs a little homework help. I know we all do.
Not me.
No,
I used to help other kids with their homework.
I bet you did. I bet you did. And you still help kids with their homework. You're visiting those schools and Skyping with the children.
And once in a while, they email me with questions, and I'm happy to oblige. And,
it's funny, though, how that honeymoon ends, because, I mean, Sammy was, like, so pumped about his homework, in the beginning, and now it's kind of like, let's go.
Yeah.
And it's kindergarten. It's fun, though.
A lot of homework at early ages nowadays, whereas when we were kids, I think 2nd or 3rd grade, and honestly, I think it was 3rd or 4th grade before I brought homework home.
Yeah.
So, but now
you were busy. You were watching, keeping up with all those movies and hair bands of the 80s. We found a little picture for you. Water for you.
Which one are you? You're on the left, Jeremy?
Yeah, I'm on the left with the mustache.
Think about this. Grow your hair out. Halloween. I dare you to just grow. Keanu Reeves, that's who we say you resemble. We did the celebrity lookalikes. You can kind of do the, you could do it, grow to here, and just
days we'll have to get in the back to put a photo of me and Keanu Reeves. Let's take a vote.
We'll do a poll.
A nationwide vote to see if I look like Keanu Reeves.
I don't know about all that nationwide.
Nationwide, we're doing it. Facebook is worldwide, so we'll do a worldwide vote. The whole world. We'll have like 10 billion likes.
Finally, the world will unite over something, and it'll be
Jeremy Wheeler. Jeremy looks like Keanu Reeves.
Let's get this going, because the producer in the back is probably saying, "Oh!"
What did you do?
New NBC show is the first clue. 1990 rather, Slaughter song. That was the band you saw. Al Bundy's daughter in Changing Diapers. Ariane, you said you had this no problem, right?
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people got it. Up all night.
Right.
Christine Applegate.
Right. Yeah, up all night. And we got Stephanie singing it over there. She's going to pay the royalty for that in probably a little while.
Hey, you're on.
So we will let the winner know.
Online, you can get on there and see past winners as well, right next to where the winner is and the answer is.
See who else is in the
More tickets to Hallow Scream. Starts Friday.
We got some delicious sliders we're going to give a try right after the break. Stay with us.
That was great.
Well done.
More bald now, left hair, but
Hey, Chris, these are very, very good.
Yeah. Awesome. Delicious. Come back for seconds.
I thought we'd get to try the Bloody Mary as well.
Oh, yeah.
We know where you'll be.
That's already gone.
We will see you the next time you come in here, but good luck. Best of luck with the Food Network auditions. That's awesome. Want to be the next Food Network star?
Want to thank our audience for coming here. The Food Bank of Southeastern Virginia, make sure they were on their mission to fill out your paper plate and get it to them, and how you can help for Hunger Action Month.
All right,
Thanks
have a
for joining
great
us,
Monday.
everybody.
See you tomorrow.